Book of Thomas, saying 16. Jesus said, men think. Big clue there. Men think. That's the ego intellect. Okay, women, you have an ego intellect as well. Men think, perhaps, that it is peace which I have come to cast upon the world. They do not know that it is dissension which I have come to cast upon the earth. Fire, sword, and war. For there will be 5 in a house, 3 will be against 2, and 2 against 3. The father against son, the son against the father, and they will stand solitary. Well, that's a bit of an odd one, isn't it? Because all the Christian morons running around, the Prince of Peace. They don't even read the book. That's why I encourage you to read the book. Okay? The religious people, they don't read it. And if you had the same kind of mental background I have from the military, then I would consider the religious element and the political element enemies, mortal enemies. Now, I'm talking about the religious and political establishment. I'm not talking about the minions that follow it and prop it up. They're just victims of their own mental inability. So I read the book, and I get it. That's why I encourage you to read the book, so you can see what the enemy's trying to do. Very simple. It's said that it's a rebellious generation, and they will ask for a sign, but no sign will be given except the sign of Jonah. And Jonah was swallowed by the fish for 3 days. The fish is symbolic of the Father, higher consciousness, the universe, the unified field, call it what you want. And the people, religious establishment, and people go, they're a rebellious generation. And they look at it negatively. Oh no, so the rebellious ones, we don't want anything to do with them. But they don't have the correct perspective. Okay, Jesus is saying is that they are a rebellious generation. So somebody like myself, looks at anybody, looks at authority with utter disdain and disgust. I hate being told what to fucking do. Hate it. These stupid arrows on the floor telling you have to walk this way. Fuck off. Thousands of signs about safety. I went for a walk the other day with Nikki, and we walked about 20 metres, and there must have been 20 signs relating to personal safety. About the coronavirus, stand back from the vehicle, traffic's everywhere. That shit causes people to have anxiety, and everyone wonders why mental health is becoming such a nightmare in societies across the globe, because you're constantly bombarded with stuff that causes anxiety at a subconscious level. And I can see it, but people can't. So they're all like, oh no, in state of fear and don't want to react. But the rebellious ones would say, fuck off. At work. Yeah. Oh, be careful. Watch that, Danny. Oh, be gentle. Shut the fuck up. There's nothing wrong with being rebellious. Actually, it should be applauded, because the system is shit, and it is taking a shit all over humanity. in the name of peace and safety. Well, there fucking isn't any. Until you find it in here yourself. And then you'll look at the world and wonder, what the fuck is humanity doing? Why is it being programmed this way? What are they planning? Are they planning a great reset to blackmail and bribe everybody? Reset the economy? Reset industry? Reset politics? Reset everything? Social media? The whole thing. The great reset. And they're going to promise you peace and security. And the masses will lap it up. But knobheads will be like me, standing there on your own, because this is not a Ginganguli. It's not a group fuck. You stood there, you're on your own. We'll be looking at the masses saying, you lot have lost the plot. You're being blackmailed. You're being bribed. And you'll take it. You'll take the money. Or whatever it is they're offering. That's not the reset. The reset's far bigger than that. The reset will reset the surface of this planet. It will change everything. There might be one or two preppers watching this. You prep all you want. Do you like 1,000-mile-an-hour winds? Do you like mountains being formed in one day? That's the reset. Not that fake shit that humanity's always pushing out. Religion and politics, they're owned. Owned by the collective low consciousness that created this shit reality in the first place. You want to know why everything's so fucked up? Jesus said, you are gods. So collectively, the collective programmed low consciousness of humanity created this stage to play on. And the Father said, fuck that, I want nothing to do with it. Crack on. You wanted a king, there's your king. I will step back. You've got 6,000 years. Symbolically speaking. That's what happened. So for 6,000 years, mankind and his new king, the ego intellect, experiencing the illusion of separation, has conjured up this aberration. Yeah. What's to love about human affairs? It's a fucking god-awful mess. What else can I add? Probably a new cup of tea. Oh yeah, of course. For there will be 5 in a house. 5 in a house. This is the house. 5. That's your 5 senses. 3 will be against 2. 3, that's the Trinity, against the 2. The 2 is the duality. And 2 against 3, the duality or the dualistic thinking against the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The Father is the universe, the Son is your own higher consciousness, and the Holy Spirit is the Mother. So electromagnetism, light. The Father against the Son. So you'll want to do this, and the Father will say, and the Son against the Father, well, I want to do that. And that's how it works. And they will stand solitary. Yep. Fire is the fire that he's casting on the earth is It's a spiritual fire. It's the fire of higher consciousness. It burns off all the shit. The sword. It says in the scriptures that somewhere, I can't remember where, that Jesus said, sell everything you've got and buy a good sword. In other words, get rid of all your shit. Go within. Okay? Look, I'll show you my sword. There it is. Two-edged sword. And war. So, I've had the fire, cleansed all the shit out, got my sword, and now I'm at war with truth against lies. But somebody in a state of low consciousness, not understanding what's being said, not chewing the cud, having the inability to respond to simple instructions, would think about fire and swords as in implements of warfare and countries fighting each other. And because of that, that is what they will do. Because that's what Babylonians do. Babel, confusion. They're confused. They are orphans. They don't know the mother or father. Plead a case for the orphans. That's what my channel's about. It's pleading a case for the orphans. Those that don't know their mother and father. All right then. That's 3 tonight. And I am absolutely shattered. It's been a long day. Take care, folks.